said that in his mind, so he hears it in his mind. Something's there, Rudy. We should take what we have and get out of here.
Wilhelm, what are you going to do?
I am going to very, very quietly and very, very carefully sneak, not so that I'm in the light. I want to come just to the edge of the light and try to like peek around the corner to try to see if I can spot anything.
Cool. As you go to peek around the corner, another ratling peeks directly around the corner, and you're basically face to face with each other as you come around the corner. It's sneaking around as you're sneaking around.
So we see each other.
Yeah, you see each other. It's just a simultaneous moment of like two people sneaking around the same corner to look and see if someone else is around the corner.
And then as I do, I go, "Hello there."
It screams. And it
I'm going, like, I know that this is going to initiate initiative, but I try to go for it, like, try to react.
Let's roll for initiative. Oh, wow.
20.
Woo. Wilhelm?
13.
Wrath?
14.
Oh no.
You're surprised.
So the rattling screams in your face, Wilhelm, and it kind of like the spit splatters in your eye and screeches in your ears. I'm gonna say that for the first round, Rudy and Wrath, you are you knew something was there, but not something was this close. So the two of you are surprised, but Wilhelm and the rattling aren't.
So who rolled higher?
The rattling did.
Ah, nuts.
So the rattling is going to disengage and make a break for it. Back and snaking around. And then we go to Wilhelm.
This is probably a bad choice, but rule number 9, when in doubt, improvise, and I'm going to bonus action dash. So I'm gonna move to here to see what I see.
Okay, so it's a little tricky. So it's even narrower. It snakes around just like that, and you can see the traces of the rattles that have bolted around the corner. What do you do?
Okay, so I am gonna bonus action dash, but I'm just gonna move. So I'm only gonna move 5 feet at first because I need to watch where I'm going.
Okay. The path continues.
How far did this guy get?
And then right here, we're just off the screen, it splits left and right.
I quickly glance at the ground. Is there any sign of footprints or anything?
You can see the ratling's tail just ripping off the corner to the left.
I'm guessing it dashed as well, yeah?
It did.
But it was only 5 feet away from me, so if I dash, I'm gonna go after it.
Well, you're not the only one in the world who can take cunning actions.
I'm going after it.
Okay.
Well, you're as cunning as a rat. This
Wilhelm,
is a new development.
make a perception check.
19.
Okay. Here's what happens. Wilhelm, as you move forward into the intersection.
You're in the dark.
As you move forward into the intersection, what appeared, you just get this slightly muddy feeling on your toes. You step forward to go to dash, The pathway goes in two directions. To the left, it snakes downward. To the right, it snakes upward. And you see that this whole pathway here is slick with mud. The pathway that heads to the east or on the right-hand side, it is slick with mud and sloped downwards that might surprise form a bit of a slip and slide on your way down into, as the ground collapses beneath you, a spiked pit filled with pontoons and at the bottom several hungry rats. The classic rat trap. But as your foot sinks into the mud, you see the pit opening up beneath you. And I'm going to let you make your dexterity saving throw with advantage. You manage to leap clear of the pit as you hear the hungry rattlings below, and in front of you, you see there is your quarry.
I should be able to get up to him, or was the jump away? Yeah?
Yeah, the jump was part of the move.
Alright, so I step onto the slick ground, see the trap open up, I leap, and I land right in front. And I'm like, and I say, trying to get away, are we? And I stab him with my rapier.
Okay.
25 to hit.
That's a hit.
And I'm going to use my roguish sneak attack.
God.
20 damage.
20 damage?
Yeah.
You race him down, and as he turns in a simple moment to try to get away from you, you stab him, taking advantage of your swashbuckling feature. And that's enough to kill him. What do you want to do?
So I imagine that I leap into the air, and as I land, he's turning to run, and I push my blade through his spine and almost like pin him to the ground. Like it goes through him and into the ground, and he's kind of just skewered there.
He's very dead. Well done. So with that, there's not too much for the rattling to do, because he's dead. But Rudy and Raph, what are the two of you going to do?
So he just booked it.
Yeah, you
Like,
just
we
saw
just
him
saw
book
him
it.
run.
Yeah, you just saw him run.
I guess we should go give him backup, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna follow.
Let's go.
So yeah, I guess if we're still in, are we still in initiative?
Yeah, for the time being, we will say that we are.
Dash.
Yeah, I'm gonna dash too.
I think I
First
can
dash.
Yeah, so as the two of you come running, you hear just the sound of this shink sound coming from around the corner. And then the two of you, then Wilhelm, what do you do?
I'm going to listen. I'm listening to see if there's any sounds of rats nearby. Oh, and I also actually, do I hear them coming down the corridor?
Yeah, and actually, both Rudy and Raph, give me perception checks.
Wait till you warn him about the pits.
You hear the sound of scaring and squeaking rats, but what's happened to him, you're not entirely sure what's gone on. So,
With my blade glowing,
they can definitely see the glow bouncing around.
and I yell back, I'm like, watch out for a trap. There's a pit up ahead of you. And I'm going to stand there with my glowing sword and be on the ready for any more rattlings that emerge.
Yeah, Wilhelm, you can see that, you can hear the sound of water ahead, and looking down the rest of the corridor, you can actually see that there is another bridge going up to the underground river that leads into another passage that continues west. From here, this continues to slope slightly downward, but from here you can hear the
quite dead. So
His
he did
scout.
not possibly, and we have ended his scouting attempt. So we may still have the drop on the rest of the rats if we can move quietly.
Let's back down this other passage.
I did not check.
Well done, Wilhelm.
Thank you, Raph.
I'm just gonna quickly hop across the trap again and just take a peek around. See.
Cool. So this is a sloped and muddy pathway, so it takes a little bit of effort to climb. Give me an athletics check. Okay. You were able to clamber your way back up. If you want to go all the way back to the top, you can. You need to get to the top of the sea that's there.
Or up.
Okay. It ends at the top with a burst out stone room. It looks like it might have once been part of the sewers. It is a rectangular room with a staircase leading upwards. The room itself is extraordinarily clean inside of the room. And then another set of stairs leads upwards.
Upwards.
Yes.
And if I peek back around this way, do I see anything up the stairs?
You can see to the top of the stairs where there are where you can just catch the glimpse if you get off your tiptoes of several skeletons.
Rudy, remember there was an alternate trapped entrance. Be wary up there.
It's definitely a trap. Don't go that way. I come back down. And I hop across the other trap. So many traps.
These are crafty creatures. Rule number 3, never underestimate your foe. We should be wary of more traps as we move forward.
I say we head across this bridge and see if we can catch him by surprise.
I'll sneak ahead and try to. I'm the worst scout in the dark, but I'm going to sneak ahead
Worst
and try
scout
to
is our
see.
sneakiest.
I can ask Bruce if he would like to go.
I was born in the darkness. I thrive in it. I can't see a thing. Please.
You
help.
half live in it.
Oh, Wrath.
Because of your eye.
Thank you, Wrath. Thank you.
Sorry, sending Bruce forward. Yeah, you said Bruce.
I can ask Bruce if he wants to go.
Are you moving with stealth?
I am.
Okay.
I hope everybody is.
There's
Try.
almost nowhere to hide if you go across the bridge, and the way that this rickety bridge looks, well, you can tell it's going to make a lot of noise across it.
How long is the bridge? It's
Yeah, we're not snapping it from the edge to edge. 20 feet.
I jumped 20 feet.
Can I toss you 20
With a
feet?
running start.
If you,
book it?
if you get a number of feet equal to your strength score.
8.
Okay. So you land in the middle of the bridge with a loud, creaky thud.
Thrown you.
No, I'm not running and jumping. I'm analyzing the situation.
You're estimating and you just imagine yourself like landing in the middle of the bridge.
Yeah. Mhm.
The total score for it, that's how many feet?
Yeah.
Or I can jump 20.
Okay. How high is the ceiling here?
About 10 feet up.
I mean, I could shot put you over.
While you're doing the math, I could send Bruce over.
Yes.
I'll kind of go into Bruce's body and start to slink up to the bridge and just sort of check it out. I want to see. It looks rickety, but I want to kind of get a feel for like, is it also trapped? Does it have something underneath it?
From Bruce's quick inspection, it does not appear particularly sturdy, but enough to hold the weight of a rat. less than 100 pounds. Your typical rattling is anywhere from like 30 to 50 kilograms. This bridge could definitely hold 1 or 2 rattlings, but not much more than
Maybe we'll do. Goose will fly across and land on the other side and just kind of check out the area.
that. Okay.
With stealth.
So as
Real sneaky.
give me a stealth check, Bruce.
Oh boy. Whoa. 24.
Okay. It's tricky because once he gets to the other side of the bridge, there's not too much to hide behind, unless he's going to stop at the base of the bridge.
Could he stop, like, could he fly beside it and kind of like keep his head out like on the other
Yeah.
segment?
Yeah, and now give me a perception check. Bruce.
8.
Okay. So Bruce sees as follows. Looking through Bruce's eyes, you can see that the corridor continues and widens somewhat, big enough for one of the bigger rattlers to get through. Bruce has dark vision, yeah. So
Yeah.
from Bruce's square, you can see.
I don't want to
Yeah, you can see
totally
this.
stop just because you wanted to go in.
The tunnel
Sorry, mister.
opens up into a wide chamber that is supported by 2 pillars. Around the pillars are chained several human skeletons. Well, they look like they were human, but they actually have fish-like skulls. Looks like several fish folk have been chained up to these pillars here. And some of them are skeletal, some of them are just corpses, and there's blood stains all around them. And their rib cages are pulled out as if they've been gutted like a fish.
Do such a thing to these poor fish folk.
There are several. This room is illuminated, and you can see that the edge of the room ends here. And in fact, even from all of you back here, you can see a little bit of the illumination coming from this room. There's an octarine glow, tainted with streaks of red and blue coming through this chamber.
The ceiling's only 10 feet high, but Birdie, if you stand at the edge of the bridge and launch me, but more not up, but across, and I can probably roll out the other side.
They can like grab the collar, grab the top of the pants, do a twirl, get some momentum, like like discus.
I mean, I think the launching idea, but you want to toss me.
Unless you
think
want to
you
hit the
can do
ceiling
it.
with your head.
The momentum of
Listen, there got to be a lot of straight momentum because if you want to go up and then over it's 20 feet, you're going to hit the ceiling before you're going to get over that arc.
but you're going to toss me 20 feet.
Why not?
Wrath, who do you think has the better chance? Me being launched by Rudy or Rudy tossing me?
I'm just thinking about how we're gonna get back. If
Oh, I
this
guess-
bridge gives way, we may be in a bad place.
I mean, the water is quite smelly, and I, again, hate wet boots, but it might be an optimal choice. The water is flowing.
All of you can roll
Rewards are
d6.
Oh no.
3.
5.
Oh, 6.
Okay.
Throw up.
As the group of you deliberate, you hear a scurry, and a rattling runs across the opening of the tunnel. The rattling is carrying several skulls, books, and scrolls, and it runs across the room to the other side. Doesn't seem to notice you. And you hear another voice saying, take it all. We must go. Yes. We must go. We must go. And there's several other rattling voices saying, we must go. And then you hear this other smaller voice saying, yes. Marcus, just stay here. Yes. Make sure I get away. Yes.
there's no time.
Ready to be launched? 3, 2, 1, run and go.
And I run, and Rudy launches me, and I do like an acrobatics parkour dive.
And Bruce is watching.
Okay.
I actually,
Intently.
Rudy, you can make an athletics check, and Wilhelm make an acrobatics check.
Woo! 23.
12.
Alrighty.
Actually, I'm gonna luck point that. Actually, no. I'm gonna well, no, I'm gonna luck point it.
He's trying to read Monty's face while he decides if he uses
And that's exactly what I'm doing.
yeah.
I'm using a luck point. That's gonna be okay. That's 27.
Okay. So instead of face planting, in a moment of extreme luck, you manage to barrel roll forward and land gracefully on the other side. Wilhelm, just having been thrown, just as you see two things happen. First, a very small ratling runs around the corner. She is maybe 2.5 feet tall. She has glasses that look like they're about 1 inch thick, pointed on the end of her nose. Her eyes are glowing with octarine and delirium light. And she is carrying a backpack filled with scrolls and books and a small wand. And she sees you as you land, and she says, oh no.
Oh,
And
no.
as she looks at you with beady little eyes of fear, a much larger ratling steps out from around the corner behind her.
Oh no.
It is even larger than Chunker, but where Chunker was all fat, this one is all muscle, with rippling arms as thick as tree trunks, and these small legs that look like he skipped leg day, inexplicably holding up the body of this creature, which is covered in metal rods and plugs, and several glass orbs going all up and down its spine. As it comes around the corner, all the orbs of glass light up with phosphorescent light, and this ozone-like hum hits the air as a corona of lightning covers the creature. It doesn't have a face, it's just a skull filled with crackling lightning over a bustling body. Roll for initiative.
Oh,
Wrath,
no.
Rudy.
Woo!
So we throw Wilhelm
Not rolling
across.
very well tonight.
Yeah, I got 15.
I got 14.
I got 20.
Okay, what do we got? Wrath?
20.
Okay.
15.
15 for Rudy.
And 14 for Wilhelm.
Okay. Very well. Well, you aren't all the way there yet. I will reveal the rest of the room, and I will describe it once you get closer. The first to act is actually way in the back, and that's going to be Wrath. What are you going to do, buddy?
Okay, quick look at this bridge. I know you were saying some of these rattlings are pretty small, but could I run across it?
You can certainly try.
So, on that note, from a safe distance, I'm going to step up to Rudy and take some shots at this humongous beast with my Eldritch Blast. So not even thinking twice, just gonna take a shot. I get an 11 to hit.
The shot goes wide.
This distance, I'm not used to it. Oh man, Another one. Just, I'm sort of in awe at the size of this creature.
Yes. Big and wonderful creature.
I turned into Rudy. What is that?
I think that's the other large rat that we were told about.
Please don't throw me in.
Raph, try hitting the target, please.
Wilhelm, you may want to come back.
I can't. Rudy.
That's as I stand there in awe.
Alrighty.
Just
It
testing
is
the water.
It is Scribble's turn, and she looks at you. She looks at Chungus. She places one hand on it, and she casts haste on it.
Oh, I mean, I don't know what that is, but I just see her. It looks like she's casting a spell on it, right?
Yeah, she casts a spell, and all of a sudden, just it's like a jolt goes through its body, and it's starting to move really fast.
Rudy!
And then she walks over here.
No! Rudy!
And at this point, several other ratlings scurry past, all of them holding scrolls and books, and they all just run. And some of them say, thanks, save some food for us, bye.
There's nowhere to hide! I'm exposed!
Rudy, it's your turn.
Alright. So you said I could jump my strength?
With a 10-foot running start, yes. And that counts against your speed. Otherwise, without a running start, it's half.
Hold on, actually. Okay, no, I got this. Okay. I say, you know what? Two could play at that game, and I take a potion of speed to gain haste myself.
Okay, that will be an action, but you do gain back an additional bonus action.
Yep, and I'm gonna use dash on that.
Okay.
Because I think it's only attack, dash, disengage, hide that I can use for it. But my AC goes up by 2, advantage on dex throws. So I back up 10 feet, and that's 50, 40, and then I jump 20 plus 10, so 30, and then I move up 2. And I look like I'm like, you know, like when you have too much coffee, I'm like,
Yeah.
all right, big boy, I'm ready.
Shaking.
Oh, thank the lords. Thank the
And then-
flame.
Is it that I get another action, or is that a bonus action?
You
back?
would have you spent the action drinking the potion. You got a
Yep.
bonus action you use that action to dash. Your speed was also increased by the haste spell, and then you moved. So you do have your bonus action remaining if there's something that you can do with it.
Perfect. And I shift, gaining 9 additional. 9 temporary hit points, and turning into a fantastic beast myself. And I say, beast against beast. Are you ready, boy?
Alrighty. Wilhelm, it's your turn.
All right. Finding my confidence in a shifted Rudy. Oh, that's not going to be close enough, is it? Damn. All right, I'm going to simply run up next to Rudy, and over her shoulder, I'm just going to let a bolt loose from my crossbow. Getting a 17 to hit.
That is a hit.
All right. That's going to be 6 damage,
Okay.
and I'm going to fire a second shot. That's also going to be a hit for 5 damage.
Okay.
And then I
Um,
fall back towards the bridge.
He seems rather unperturbed by that.
Yeah, I fire twice, they stick into him, he makes no notice of the bolts whatsoever, and my confidence, gained by Rudy leaping in front of me, is diminished, and I take a step backwards and cower into the shadows.
Okay. Crying out in a burning rage, Mungus the Humongous Jungus barrels forward towards Rudy, clamping his fists together, which crackle with lightning, and he simply puts the two hands together and comes with an underhand punt-like swing towards you, Rudy. Getting a 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Okay. The two fists deal a total of 10 points of bludgeoning damage, but his fists also cast Thunderous Smite on you.
Yeah.
And so a ring of thunder cracks out at a range, and you take an additional 10 points of thunder damage. And I need you to make a strength saving throw. 18. That is a successful save. So you are not pushed and you are not knocked prone. But then he just continues to attack you. Getting a critical hit.
Oh no.
This one is going to be 20 points of bludgeoning damage. And the last attack that he makes is another critical hit.
What?
What? What? Stop.
For
stop.
another 21 points of bludgeoning damage.
Rudy? I'm just watching.
I will note that he was attacking recklessly, so attacks against him will now have advantage. But just with this crazy rage, just coming forward, barreling in the fists with a crack, smash.
Oh
so that
my
was
God.
the two basic attacks and the extra attack from haste.
So Rudy just comes to my rescue and then gets dummied.
Just the fists just punching and the crack of the lightning and just booming, echoing down the hallways from the attack.
A little bit. Ouch. Ow. Ow. Like big howl. Ow. She's like trying to lock the arm, but it's not working.
Alrighty. With that, we go back to top of the round.
Well,
Okay. I fever.
thank you for watching. I'm gonna stop the stream now since I arrived at my destination. So, catch you guys later. I'm gonna drive much longer then to the next job.